Welcome. In every corner of our planet, from the densest jungles to the quietest ponds, there exists a group of creatures that have witnessed the rise and fall of dinosaurs and the dawn of humankind. They are the amphibians, and today we turn our attention to one of its most charismatic members, the frog. These remarkable beings, with their bulging eyes and powerful legs, hold secrets and abilities that might seem to belong more to the realm of science fiction. It is a common misconception that a frog must seek out a pool of water and lower its head to drink, as we or so many other terrestrial animals do. But the frog has evolved a far more elegant solution, one that is intrinsically linked to its amphibious nature. Its skin, which appears so smooth and delicate, is in fact a marvel of biological engineering. Rather than drinking, a frog absorbs water directly through its skin, particularly through a specialized area on its belly and thighs known as the drinking patch. This method is astonishingly efficient. By simply sitting in a puddle on a dew-covered leaf or even in damp soil, the frog can hydrate itself completely. When one thinks of a frog, a single image may come to mind. Perhaps the common green frog of a garden pond. But this singular vision belies an almost unimaginable diversity. Across our planet, scientists have identified over 6,000 distinct species of frog, and more are being discovered with surprising regularity. This vast family of amphibians represents an incredible spectrum of evolutionary adaptation, a testament to their ability to conquer a vast range of habitats. From the highest canopy of the Amazon rainforest to the arid fringes of deserts, frogs have found a way to survive and to thrive. This extraordinary variety is expressed in every conceivable way. They range in size from titans the size of a domestic cat to miniatures no larger than a thumbnail. In the world of predator and prey, the ability to move suddenly and swiftly can be the difference between life and death. For the frog, its primary mode of locomotion is also its most potent defensive mechanism, the leap. And honestly, the power behind this leap is nothing short of breathtaking. A frog's hind legs are a masterpiece of biomechanical design, consisting of elongated ankle bones, fused lower leg bones, and massive, powerful muscles. This entire structure acts like a compressed spring, capable of storing and then releasing an explosive amount of energy in an instant. The results are, well, spectacular. Many species of frog can launch themselves a distance of over 20 times their own body length in a single bound. A close examination of a frog's mouth reveals yet another of its many anatomical quirks. One might assume, given their diet of insects and other small creatures, that their mouths would be toothless, relying solely on their sticky tongue. However, this is not the case. Most species of frog do possess teeth, but they are arranged in a most peculiar fashion. Unlike mammals, which have teeth on both their upper and lower jaws, frogs have teeth only on their upper jaw. These teeth, known as maxillary teeth, are small, conical, and line the outer edge of the upper jaw. Their function is not to masticate food, but simply to grip it. When a frog captures a wriggling insect or a slippery worm, these teeth act like the barbs on a hook, preventing the prey from escaping before it can be swallowed whole. In the fast-flowing rivers of Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea lives a true titan of the amphibian world. This is the Goliath frog, Conrawa Goliath, a creature whose size seems to belong to a bygone era. It holds the undisputed title of the world's largest living frog. An adult Goliath can grow to over 32 centimeters, more than a foot in body length, and with its powerful legs outstretched, it can span nearly a meter. Its weight can exceed 3.3 kilograms, making it heavier than an average domestic cat. This is not a creature of quiet ponds, but a specialist of turbulent, oxygen-rich rainforest rivers. But despite its formidable size, it is a surprisingly gentle parent. These giants have been observed constructing nests for their young, using their immense strength to move heavy stones to create protected pools for their tadpoles, a level of parental care rarely seen in frogs. The story of the frog is an ancient one, a narrative that stretches back into deep time. Their lineage is far older than that of the birds, and they predate most mammals by many millions of years. Fossil evidence tells us that the first proto-frogs, creatures with the basic body plan of the amphibians we see today, were hopping across the landscape during the early Triassic period over 250 million years ago. This means that their ancestors shared the world with the very first dinosaurs. Throughout the long reign of the dinosaurs, through the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, frogs continued to evolve and diversify. They survived the cataclysmic asteroid impact that wiped out their colossal neighbors, an event that triggered a mass extinction across the globe. Their resilience is a testament to their adaptability. The croak of a frog in the night is therefore not just a simple sound, it is an echo from a lost world. In a world of constant surveillance from predators, the ability to blend in is a powerful advantage. Many frogs are masters of camouflage, their skin perfectly matching their surroundings. But some species take this art of deception a step further. They are not limited to a single costume, but possess the remarkable ability to change their color. This is not a conscious choice, but a physiological response to environmental cues, a dynamic form of defense and communication. This color change is controlled by hormones, which trigger specialized pigment cells called chromatophores to expand or contract. A frog might lighten its skin to better reflect heat and stay cool in the sun, or darken it to absorb warmth when the temperature drops. The change can also be triggered by emotion, such as fear or aggression, or to better blend in with a new background if it moves from a green leaf to a brown patch of mud. This living, shifting cloak provides them with a level of adaptability that is crucial for survival in their ever-changing world. The act of swallowing is something most creatures accomplish with muscles in the throat and tongue. The frog, however, employs a startling and ingenious technique to help force its food down its gullet. It uses its eyes. A frog's eyes are not just for seeing, they are an active part of its digestive process. The eyeballs are enormous, and they are not rigidly fixed within a bony socket like our own. Instead, they can be retracted deep into its head, a movement that creates a significant bulge in the roof of its mouth. When a frog has a particularly large or struggling meal, it will blink forcefully. As the eyeballs retract, they press down on the food from above, pushing it towards the throat and into the esophagus. It is a physical, muscular action that uses the sheer bulk of the eyes as a plunger. This bizarre but highly effective mechanism is a perfect illustration of how evolution can repurpose existing structures for entirely new functions. So, when you see a frog blink after catching a fly, it is not merely clearing its vision, it is actively helping to swallow its dinner. In the lush rainforests of Colombia, there lives a creature of breathtaking beauty. It is the golden poison dart frog, Philobates terribilis. Measuring no more than a few centimeters, this tiny amphibian glows with an intense, uniform yellow, a vivid splash of color against the green of the forest floor. But this spectacular beauty is not an invitation, it's actually a stark and deadly warning. For this small creature is one of the most poisonous animals on the entire planet. Its skin is coated in a potent alkaloid toxin, a batrachotoxin, that is lethally effective. The poison is so powerful that a single frog carries enough of it to kill 10 grown men. The toxin prevents nerves from transmitting impulses, leading to muscle and respiratory paralysis, and ultimately, death. Indigenous Embera people of Colombia have for centuries carefully exposed their blowgun darts to the frog's skin, using the poison for hunting. The golden poison dart frog is, honestly, a living testament to the fact that in nature, the most beautiful things can often be the most dangerous. For many species, the continuation of their lineage relies on a strategy of overwhelming odds. The frog is a master of this reproductive approach. Rather than investing heavily in a small number of offspring, most frogs produce a staggering quantity of eggs, ensuring that at least some will survive the many perils of early life. A single female can lay thousands of eggs at one time. This mass of gelatinous spheres, known as frog spawn, is a common sight in ponds and slow-moving streams in the spring. This is really a game of numbers. The vast majority of these eggs will not make it to adulthood. They will be consumed by fish, birds, insects, and other predators. Those that hatch into tadpoles face a new gauntlet of dangers in their aquatic world. By producing such a huge volume of potential offspring, the frog is playing a statistical game with nature. It is a bet that out of the thousands of eggs laid, a few will successfully navigate the treacherous path through metamorphosis to become the next generation of frogs, carrying the species forward. The archetypal image of a frog is invariably green, a color that serves as perfect camouflage amongst the leaves and grasses of its home. And while many frogs are indeed green, to assume this is their only color is to overlook a breathtaking display of natural artistry. The frog world is a kaleidoscope of hues, with species adorned in nearly every color imaginable. This diversity in color serves many purposes, from camouflage and warning to thermoregulation and attracting mates. We have seen the lethal, brilliant yellow of the golden poison dart frog, but there are also frogs of a deep, startling blue, like the blue poison dart frog of Suriname. The tomato frogs of Madagascar are a vibrant red-orange, resembling the ripe fruit for which they are named. Some species are a patchwork of patterns, with spots, stripes, and mottles of black, white, and brown that allow them to disappear against a background of soil or tree bark. From earthy browns to shocking pinks, the skin of a frog is a canvas upon which evolution has painted a masterpiece of survival. The frog's skin is a truly remarkable organ, a multifunctional interface between the animal and its environment. We have already learned that it absorbs water, but its capabilities do not end there. It also plays a crucial role in another of life's most fundamental processes, respiration. While a frog does have a pair of simple sac-like lungs, they are often not sufficient to meet its oxygen demands, particularly when it is underwater or less active. To supplement its breathing, the frog breathes directly through its skin. This process, known as cutaneous respiration, is possible because the skin is rich in blood vessels and is kept constantly moist by mucus secretions. Oxygen from the air or water can dissolve in this layer of moisture and then pass directly into the frog's bloodstream, while carbon dioxide can diffuse out in the opposite direction. This ability is so efficient in some species that they can rely on it almost entirely, allowing them to remain submerged for extended periods. It is another example of the frog's profound connection to the aquatic world, a creature that can breathe the water as well as the air. Winter presents a formidable challenge for cold-blooded animals in temperate climates. While many creatures hibernate in insulated burrows, some species of frog have evolved a strategy that seems to defy the very laws of biology. They allow themselves to freeze solid. The wood frog, found across North America, is a prime example of this incredible feat of survival. As temperatures drop, it finds a shallow refuge in the leaf litter, and as the ice crystals form, its body begins to shut down. The frog's heart stops beating, its breathing ceases. It is, for all intents and purposes, clinically dead. But it has a secret weapon. As the water in its body begins to freeze, its liver releases massive quantities of glucose into its cells. This sugar acts as a cryoprotectant, a natural antifreeze that prevents the formation of lethal ice crystals inside the cells themselves. The frog can remain in this state of suspended animation for weeks, and when spring arrives and the ice thaws, its heart miraculously begins to beat again, and the frog returns to life, a true resurrection from the ice. Our journey through the world of frogs has come to a close, but the sense of wonder they inspire endures. From the giants that move stones to build nests, to the miniatures that live their lives on a single leaf, we have seen that the frog is a creature of immense variety and surprising complexity. They are survivors of a prehistoric age, masters of adaptation who can breathe through their skin, survive being frozen solid, and carry their young to safety. Their lives are a constant, unfolding drama of survival, a story written in the language of evolution itself. These amphibians are more than just a curiosity. They are a vital thread in the tapestry of life on our planet. By understanding them, we come to better understand the delicate interconnectedness of our world and our responsibility to protect it. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the fascinating lives of frogs. If you enjoyed this journey, please consider showing your support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more insights into the natural world. And please, don't forget to share your own favorite frog fact in the comments below. Until next time, look closely at the world around you. It is filled with wonders.